and welcome to Sports in the Spirit. It's the only show, at least that I know about, where we take Catholic things, we take sports, we combine them into one, and it's really awesome. So my name is Andy Shimura, I am your host, and at least as I'm recording this, we're about a day or so away from St. Patrick's Day, one of the great holidays in the Catholic faith. Now, if you know anything about Patrick's life, you're probably familiar with the story about how he supposedly picked up a shamrock one day and looked at the 3 leaves that were on the clover and compared that to the Holy Trinity. He was trying to teach people, he would say, well, there are 3 leaves on this plant, and yet it's still one plant. That's kind of how the Trinity works. There are 3 persons, make up one God. Except, if Patrick actually said that, he would have been committing heresy. And certainly it would have been completely accidental. He's not actually a heretic. But yeah, using the 3-leaf clover to explain the Holy Trinity is a very bad way to do it in reality. Using any analogy to explain the Holy Trinity is probably not going to work. It's a mystery. It's one of those things we just say, it's real, we just can't fully understand it. And we use the word mystery a lot in the faith, okay? The incarnation, for example. We say that Jesus is fully human, yet he's fully God. That's a mystery. It's a mystery about the Eucharist and how that works. I mean, how can something be bread and wine, but also the body and blood of Christ? It's a mystery. We say that a lot. And if you're like me, you kind of roll your eyes after a little while because you're just thinking, look, I just want to understand this stuff, okay? I want to make sense of these difficult faith concepts without being told that it's just a mystery and I have to accept it. And maybe you're a skeptic. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't really believe in the Catholic faith. And that's one of the things that keeps you away, is that there are these complicated things that we believe in, and we just say it's a mystery. How does it make sense? Well, in 1918, there was this baseball player by the name of Harry Heitman. Now, Heitman was a pitcher for the Brooklyn Robins. That team is now known as the LA Dodgers. Now, Heitman made his MLB debut against the St. Louis Cardinals, but he did not pitch a good game. He faced 4 batters and allowed 4 runs, never got a single guy out. Now, after that moment, that was the last time Heitman ever played in the majors. He had his MLB debut, and then he never appeared in the MLB ever again. So technically, his MLB ERA was infinity. Because ERA means earned runs average. So it's the amount of runs that, on average, you would give up over the course of 9 innings. Well, if you allow runs, but you never get a dude out, yeah, technically, your ERA is infinite. Theoretically, if Heitman had stayed in that game and had continued to pitch at the pace in which he was pitching, we would still be here over 100 years later watching that exact same game with the Robins against the Cardinals, was Heitman just trying to get these guys out and not being able to do it. So, yeah, his ERA was infinity. And that's weird because I don't think as humans, we really can't understand what the infinite actually means. Look, think of the largest number that you can think of. Whatever it is, it's less than infinity. Our brains are only capable of understanding so much, okay? The concept of something being infinite, it's hard for us. We understand how something can be infinite, okay? Nobody's arguing that his ERA was not infinity. Nobody's arguing that that's impossible. We know that it's true. Our brains just aren't fully able to grasp it. We can't really wrap our minds around the infinite. It's just not something we're really capable of doing. I think that's a good way to describe how mysteries work in the Catholic Church, because there are these things that we believe, such as the Holy Trinity, such as the Incarnation, such as the Eucharist, and we cannot fully wrap our minds around them, and yet we still know they're real. You don't have to fully wrap your mind around something to know that it's real. In fact, there are a lot of things in life that we do not completely understand, but for one reason or another, we still believe to be true. We believe in things that they exist, even if we can't see them or fully make sense out of its existence. So I guess if you're struggling to understand some of those beliefs that we have in the church, and maybe you're frustrated with hearing people say, oh, it's just a mystery. I mean, think of it in that terms. There are things out there that we believe to be true without fully understanding it. And we do that in life all the time. This story with Harry Heitman is just one of many examples. And certainly it is possible to believe in something such as the Trinity or the Eucharist or the Incarnation and not fully grasp how it all makes sense, but still know that it is real. So I think that's a good frame of mind for us to be in. So from St. Thomas More in Appleton, Wisconsin, my name is Andy Shmura, and we'll see you next time. Bye.